Nature created our body from 5 elements, but the humans of Kali Yuga added one more element to it, and that is money. Not everything can be bought with money, but many things can be bought with money. A saint was preaching that, do not run after money. This is the swamp of affection, and the one who gets trapped in this swamp of affection remains unhappy all his life, and all the people sitting there were clapping on this thing. They did not know that this saint was talking about this very thing. One takes money for speaking. This is the game of affection. Very few people in this world are able to know this, and the one who knew this, affection took him to the pinnacle of heights. But in today's time, it is not difficult to earn money, but it is even more difficult to keep the money safely. There are many people in this world who have some money, they become arrogant, and they do not follow the rules of money. You must have noticed that the picture of Saraswati is always sitting, and the picture of wealth remains straight. Wealth says that I will not come soon, and if I come, I will not go back, because knowledge cannot be acquired so easily. And once we have acquired some knowledge, then no one can snatch that knowledge from us. But wealth has a rule that she comes early and also leaves early. If you do not know how to keep a person properly, then she leaves that house very soon. In today's story, I will tell you 6 things. I will tell you such expenses which you should stop today and right now. Only then you will be able to understand the right rules of money. It is not important how much you earn. Whatever you earn, you should reduce your expenses on these 6 places gradually. Slowly, money will start flowing into your house. You will feel yourself that money has really started to stop in our house, and the first way to become rich is to reduce your expenses and find a way to earn more money. So let us know through this story that what are those 6 things where we should not spend money. So let's start the story. Once upon a time, 2 women lived in a village. One had a buffalo and the other had a goat. The one who had the buffalo, that woman did not know how to take care of anything properly. Her buffalo gave a lot of milk, but she did not know the value of milk, and she used to give the milk to the house cat and used to spend that milk like this. The woman who had a goat did not know how to use the milk properly. She knew the value of milk, and she saved every drop of milk and curdled it and extracted ghee, and gradually she collected a lot of butter. Now, whoever had the buffalo, he never knew the importance of milk. He never even thought about extracting butter from milk. Then one day some guests come to his house, and guests cannot be fed with dry bread. We all know this. That's why the woman goes to the woman who had a goat and brings a loaf of butter from that woman, saying that if I milk my buffalo soon and extract butter, then I will return your butter to you. I will do it, and the woman who keeps the goat gives it ghee as loan, and then that woman feeds food to her guests. After that, many days pass, but the woman who keeps the buffalo does not return the butter to her. One day, the woman who keeps the goat goes to the woman who keeps the buffalo and says that I had given you butter once, so I will return that butter. Hearing that I have come to get it, the woman says, "Which butter? How can you give me butter? I have a buffalo and you have a goat. And why would I ask you to borrow butter? I have such a good buffalo and it's... So, there is a lot of milk, I will extract butter from it myself. Why would I borrow ghee from you?" She refuses to give it, saying this. And then the woman who keeps the goat comes back because she knew that no one would believe her now because she has a buffalo. But still she told many people, but no one was ready to believe this. Everyone's answer was the same, that why would a person keeping a buffalo borrow butter from a person keeping a goat? No one was ready to accept this. There was a saint living outside the same village, and then the woman who kept a goat went to that saint, and she tells him all her problems. After that, the saint has called the woman who keeps the buffalo, and then that woman also reaches to that saint. And she also explains her point and says that saint is lying, I have a buffalo, and why would I take butter from it? Now the saint had to decide whether the buffalo owner had really borrowed butter from the goat owner or not, because goat milk is very less and buffalo milk is very much. So what was the need? A buffalo seller had to borrow butter from a goat seller. Now the saint thinks for a long time, and after that he calls both the women to him and gives them a pot of water each and says, "Take this water, and both of them should wash their hands and feet thoroughly and come back now." Seeing a pot of water, the woman who owns a buffalo says, "Saint, how will she be able to wash her hands and feet with just one pot of water?" But the woman who keeps the goat takes that pot and goes away and washes her hands and feet thoroughly, and even after that, she also saves some water inside the pot and comes back to the saint, but the woman who keeps the buffalo takes the pot. She goes and she just washes her hands and empties the pot and brings it back. As soon as both are brought back and put back, the saint says that the woman who kept the buffalo had taken butter from the woman who kept the goat, and she should return the butter. Now the people of the village who were sitting nearby said, "Saint, how can it be proved that the woman keeping the buffalo has borrowed butter from the woman keeping the goat?" After that, the saint says, "Look at these lots. Pay attention. This woman saved so much water in the lot and also washed her hands, legs, and face. This is to understand the importance of anything. The other woman used up all the water in the lot just by washing her face because she felt the value of this water. Didn't know, and we don't value the thing. No matter how much we have, it gets destroyed. It gets destroyed, and if we have less of anything, and if we don't use it properly, if we buy it and know its value, then we can definitely take benefit from it. For example, the woman who kept a goat saved the milk and extracted butter from it and made butter from it, and the woman who kept a buffalo did not value milk. That is why, despite having so much milk, there was no butter for the guests in her house. This is true. After that, the buffalo. The woman who kept it falls at the feet of that saint and says, "Saint, please forgive me. I will go home right now and give it back to him." After that, the saint says, "Drop by drop fills the ocean." Our ancestors did not make this proverb just like that. Our small savings get us an important benefit in our future, and very few people are able to know this, and the same applies to wealth in our house. If we save wealth, then wealth will get us more benefits in the future. You must have understood this story, so now let us know about those 6 expenses which we should stop from today itself. The first expense is the expense of appearance. If someone next to you has bought an expensive car, then now you start feeling jealous that I too will have to buy a car soon, and this expense of showing off keeps you poor all your life. There are many people among us who, just for the sake of show off, we buy many such things like buying a car, buying expensive jewelry, buying expensive mobile, or buying any such expensive thing which we do not even need in our life to increase our status in front of others. And when someone explains to them, they say that we are less than anyone else. Don't they understand that this only causes us loss and not any benefit? If you really want to walk on the path of wealth, then first of all, you have to bear all these expenses. You will have to stop and learn to invest the same money somewhere. I am not saying that you should not fulfill your hobbies. What I mean to say is that you should only take what you need. Do not buy anything just by looking at someone. The second thing is to stay away from the schemes of companies. To increase the sales of their goods, companies of different brands come up with schemes to attract them, but it is their marketing strategy which we do not understand, and many people fall prey to different schemes. They even buy things which they don't even need. If we go to the market and find out that a watch is available at a discount of $20, we have 2 watches in our house, but still, we buy that. We buy a watch, and we do not understand that all this is a marketing strategy. It does not benefit us, but it only benefits the company. That is why we should never adopt such hobbies, because this is also the most important reason for being poor. Because yes, we don't even need a thing. And if we spend wealth on that thing, then wealth of our house gets angry, and then slowly starts leaving our house. The third expense is debt. In today's time, most of the people take loan and buy expensive things like car, bungalow, mobile, and then keep paying the money for it. Like nowadays we use credit card. Credit card asks us to spend the money, which is our money. If we have the money or the money that is going to come to us and we spend it, then just think how we will be able to become rich. We spend even the money that has not come to us, and we are not able to become rich. We think about becoming rich and see posts, but do not follow those things. And there are many people who buy land by taking a loan and think that when they get profit from it, they will return the loan, but people do not understand that we will have to pay more interest on the loan than the benefit we will get from it. So friends, never do such a thing and do not buy anything by taking loan. The fourth and best thing is that you should spend your money only by keeping it in cash. Never spend money using any mobile phone app. You may not know that if you buy any item and then pay through phone, then you do not have much problem of spending your money because that money is in your pocket. But at the same time, if you take out money from your pocket and spend it, then you will definitely feel that the money is being spent. If you don't believe it, then try it. Go to the market and then spend the money for any item in your pocket. Pay through phone so that you will not feel much that your money is being spent, but the day you withdraw money from your pocket, you will definitely feel that money is going out of your pocket. My money is being spent, and more money is being spent. The fifth thing you have to keep in mind is to control your emotions. If you like something and want to buy it, then first of all, check whether you really need it because many people buy something immediately when they like it. Many times this also happens, that some scheme people come who bring things that tempt us and we like that thing and we buy it immediately. Then we should avoid buying such things. We should not buy such things, but we should only buy such things. Take what we need. The sixth and last thing is that never take up any hobby. You might be aware that the most important reason for inflation in our world is the hobby. In today's time, a normal phone of $500 is being received, and there is also a phone of $2,000. The difference between the two is so much that someone is getting a phone of $1,000. If someone is fond of keeping, then someone is fond of keeping a phone worth $2,000. Yes, here it also shows the richness of the man, because if a rich man keeps an expensive phone, then it will seem that he is rich, then it is a hobby. That is why he kept an expensive phone. Hence inflation. Is the reason for? There is no inflation in hobbies and anything. And that is why people keep making hobby things from time to time and keep bringing good things to woo us so that we like that thing and we buy it immediately because it is known that neither people's hobbies will end nor their marketing will stop. So control your hobbies and do as little hobbies as possible because our life will not last by doing hobbies, but by working hard and saving money with ourselves. It will work because in today's time, money is everything, no matter how many people tell us that money is not everything. But if we look at their life properly, then money is everything for them. Something happens. They are running here and there only for money and tell us not to run after money. So friends, in this video, we have tried to tell you about some unnecessary expenses so that you should control those expenses so that you have money left and needed. If that money is useful to you at the time of need, and when that money is useful to us in the time of need, then the peace that our heart gets is really a very wonderful peace. We hope that you have learned a lot from this story. How did you like this story? Please do let us know by commenting in the comment box, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching.